Hello, welcome. Today we are discussing 5 easy to implement tips to convert fence sitters into network marketing signups. I believe we all know what a fence sitter is. It's a person who is telling you that they want to get started, they're interested in joining, but they haven't taken action and signed up yet. So, what we're going to do is we're going to dive into 5 ways you can actually turn that around, get them signed up, and get them off the fence. So the first thing you need to do, or the first thing you need to know, is why people sit on the fence. And there's one of 2 things in network marketing. One, it could be they're trying to blow you off, right? So you got to figure that out. I've got some content on how to get past, how to get that out of them. But today we're going to be looking at the other reason, which is they really are interested. They're just kind of, they can't make up their mind. They just ain't getting off the fence. And a lot of that is because they see the value in it, but it's kind of borderline between the price and the value. It's almost like when somebody's buying a car, they love the car, but they don't just buy it right off the bat. They sit and they think about it. And, if they come down on the price a little bit, it'll outweigh the value for the price. Or if they threw in some extra things, I'll jump and buy it now. It's kind of that concept. When they're on the fence, you got to increase the value of signing up, and you got to just make them want it. And one way I put it is make them sit on a razor wire fence, so that way they just have to get off, right? They're going to get off this fence. So let's get into the 5 tips that are going to help you to get them to take action and get signed up. All right. Conversion tip number 1 is the paper application trick. This trick works so well that I actually joined the company I work with now. It's my primary business. I joined them because they have this type of tactic in place every single week to help me increase the signups I get every week. So the way this works is you have to have a binary. You have to be in a binary pay plan. Unilevel don't work. But if you have the binary or some type of binary, bonus, you can do this. And that's where instead of when a person's signing up and they're saying, hey, here's my credit card, instead of typing it in to the computer, write it down on paper or the paper application that your company sends you. And when you get that information, hold off on putting them in. You go back and you call all the people who have said that they would like to get in, they're interested. And you let them know, say, let's pretend like we signed up Susie, who's a chiropractor. We call Bob and we say, hey, Bob, I just signed up Susie. She's just a chiropractor. And, I think she's going to do really, really good. And I just wanted to let you know because I talked to you first. And I just wanted to let you know if you could get in before this evening, I can get Susie under you and have her in your business right off the bat, give you a good team member right off the bat. And this is going to increase that value. They're a chiropractor or whoever that's going to be under them right off the bat. And what happens is eventually, someone says, hey, let's do it. I've been thinking about this. Today's the day. Today's the day. It's take it or lose it. When you get a sign up and it becomes 2 that day, you don't stop until you've went through everybody, because that 2 could turn to 3, turn to 4, turn to 5. As you see, it's like the domino effect. You can just keep this going. And I've seen some days where it really didn't do much, and then on other days, it just blew up. So that's the paper application trick. Put that into practice next time you're trying to next time you get a sign up. Next, you have the invitation to the company webinars. This is tip 2. If you got people who are on the fence, they're trying to make up their mind, you should always invite them to your company webinars, your company calls, because they're going to hear the excitement. They're going to hear the testimonies, the success stories, the product success stories. They're going to hear all this, and it's going to create excitement. You never know when they're going to hear that something in somebody's testimony that's going to trigger them to be like, I got to get in now. It may trigger something that really resonates with them that you would have never known. So always make sure all your fence sitters are invited every single week to every single call or webinar your company has. Okay. Pretty simple, works really good. Number 3, I call it Let's Party, which you should be doing this with fence sitters and you should be doing this with team members, which is inviting them to live events. When your company holds its annual event or whatever, however it does it, you need to be going and you need to be bringing all your team members, but fence sitters as well, because when they get into this environment and they see it with their own eyes, they hear the testimonies, just like on the webinar, it will really it will be easier for them to join if they're surrounded by everybody else that's in the company, and they're the oddballs sitting out there. I'm not in it, but everybody else at this party is. It's going to have a strong influence on them wanting to be part of the environment. So make sure you bring as many fence sitters as you can to the event, and you do it in a sense of, let's take a vacation. We're going to Las Vegas. We're going wherever the event is. Say, come with us and let's have fun. And you can plan these things out way in advance. And if you're lucky and they get signed up before the event, great. But try to get them to the live events. Number 4, you got to be building an email list. Anytime you get a fence sitter who is not joining but said they want to join, put them in their own list. That way you can send them an email every day or email them when a webinar is coming. Because if you prospect a lot, you're going to start it's going to start turning into hundreds of people. So it's going to be hard to keep up. If you get a new sign up, send out an email. Let them know, hey, if you can get in tonight, this person is under you, first come, first serve. And you'll be surprised at how that email list will just bring you a few people every time you send out an email when it starts to grow. Put them in an email list. Keep in touch with them, because you got to keep constant connection going, right? Conversion tip number 5, I call it ask for referrals. But instead of asking for referrals, there's actually a hidden agenda behind this, okay? When you call up Bob, he hasn't joined yet, right? Say, hey, Bob, we got this, new product coming out. And, I know right now you haven't been able to, get started or whatever. We got this new product coming out. I was just calling to see if you know anyone with, smelly feet. We got this product. It stops stinky feet. I need to know if you got any referrals for me, okay? And Bob may be thinking, it's like, holy crap, I know a lot of people whose feet just really stink and they've been looking for something to get rid of it. This could trigger him into getting started. You could be like, hey, I know, right now is not a good time for you. You said, later on, but we're really moving. And I just need to know if you know anyone who might be open to making extra money, and just keep them going to where you're not pressuring them. You're just having them kind of give you some names. You never know. They may give you some names. They may wind up never joining, but sending you to a few people who will. But either way, you keep doing that long enough, they wind up saying, hey, I'm just going to get in because, I've probably already lost a lot of money by not signing these people up myself. So that's conversion tip number 5. All 5 of those are really simple to do. They're simple to use, and you should put them into practice as soon as possible. So let's go over an overview real quick just to help you get the concept behind this. Remember, you got to increase the value of the sign up. That's the purpose of getting them off the fence, getting them to see the value. Number 2, stay in consistent contact with all your prospects. Always be in touch with them, because if you ever lose that connection, they'll lose interest. They'll forget about it. You'll forget about them, and you lose them. So stay in constant contact. Never, ever become addicted to the outcome, meaning if that person never joins, don't worry. If they eventually say, you know what, I'm not interested anymore, It's okay. Who cares? There's going to be more people. So never become addicted to the outcome. And by being that way, you will attract more people to want to work with you. So, guys, I hope you got some value from today's tips. Be sure to subscribe and check me out on Facebook, Jay Cardin Marketing, Twitter at Jay Cardin, or LinkedIn. Shoot me over a request if you're on LinkedIn. But definitely subscribe. Click that bell notification so you'll know when my next video comes out. And don't forget, you can visit my blog, jcardin.com, and pick up a free ebook, 20 Ways to Get Leads. Right now, I'll show you 20 different ways you can generate network marketing leads for your own business. So, guys, thanks for watching, and I will see you next video. Bye-bye.